Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today's been day 29 of the 75 Hard Challenge for this year's Winter Arc. So, been a pretty productive day after Provs yesterday. Getting back home, we were a bit sore when we woke up this morning, so jumped back right into the usual routine. Knocked off the manifestation, meditation, breath work, and prayer. Jumped right into doing the reading for the morning and then did today's weigh-in. Followed that up with supplements and then really high protein breakfast, locking back in on the nutrition after Provs, cutting back down a little bit more and on the calories, just making sure focusing in on really hard on this cut so that we can finish it out nice and hopefully reach our goal before Christmas if it goes to plan. So really looking forward to that side of things. And then today was just a bit more recovery focus in the morning, did some stretching and then just some resting for a little while. Then doing some chores around with family. And then after that, honestly, just doing some different work, help make supper for the family. And then after that, we jumped right back into the usual routine. Did a solid 45-minute HIIT workout. Legs are feeling a little bit tired after that, but it was just a good shakeout. Making sure we're getting the movement going again, because as we know, movement heals. Just make sure we keep the blood flowing every day. Just get the sweat out and then it'll be good. And then after that, followed up with a 15-minute ab workout and then a 30-minute nice little push workout, which I'm doing some really nice chest and shoulders. Triceps was a little bit on the back burner today, but still working them in a little bit. But then I think main thing I need to be prioritizing is now just lengthening out my workouts a little bit more. I can push a bit harder now, especially in this little bit when we're in a bit of a gap in between seasons and sports. So we're done biathlon. Gonna be moving on to marksmanship soon, but first little while I still want to push a little bit more. Make sure I'm keeping the intensity nice and high and focusing on the cut. But yeah, solid work there. And then finished that up for the workout for the evening. Followed that up with our cardio, which I switched to the incline tonight, up from 9 that I'd had in previous weeks up to 11, maintained it for the same time. And I think it added on, if I'm correct, a little over another 25 calories or something burned like that, maybe a bit more, but still decent for the time, honestly. And legs are feeling it a little more, but we'll see how it goes in the morning, see how stiff they are. But quite honestly, looking forward to doing that. I think I'm just going to maintain that for the next at least 4 or 5 days, just get my body back into the cardio that we hadn't done super hard for the past 2 days, just more so racing, so I guess it kind of counts. But honestly, just get back into that and then slowly up the intensity or the tempo, one of the two. So we'll see how that plays out and continues to, and then just making sure I'm locking in on the nutrition for the next few days. Or not few days, few weeks, and then finishing out this challenge so that we can see the end result we want. But yeah, really solid day in that sense. Knocked out the reading in the morning and the self-education a bit throughout the day. Gonna do a little bit more before bed, but honestly, I think biggest thing today was a bit of looking back on how the weekend went, and honestly, never, ever give up on your goals. And if you want to have full confidence in achieving them, you need to be consistent every single day. Like that was the biggest thing for me, and the past 2 days of provincial showed it so much, especially in the shooting side of things, where the manifestation every day of knowing that you're going to do well and perform at an elite level, the ability of training every single day, making sure that the breathing was exactly where it was. My cardio was at a point where I could bring that heart rate down like that really fast and making sure I could focus while I'm in the range. All those little things that seem insignificant, they're easy tasks every single day, but making sure I was doing them every single day over the past couple of months leading up to this meant that I had perfect shooting on the weekend. That was exactly what it all led up to, and I was so happy with that, and that's biggest takeaway, honestly. And I'm sure it'll continue to show over this challenge, just watching the fat slowly start to shed off more and more as the cut is going on. And more good news on that note, weighed in this morning, and I'm down another pound over the weekend, so cut's still going consistent despite not being able to fully control what I'm eating on the weekend. So really satisfied with that. Just got to make sure it stays that way and continues on that downward trend, and really excited to see how this cut goes, finish it out. But yeah, honestly, it's been a good day, and I think honestly I need to start prioritizing getting work done in the mornings, because I've noticed the middle part of the day, like between call it 11 and 5, tends to be my slack period in the day, where if I don't have anything planned, my brain just kind of tends to want to push it to the side and just rest for a while or find the easy stuff to do, not really try anything new. And then as soon as I get to the evening, after we've eaten and everything and my family's around, then it kind of wants to switch into different gear and actually just get to work. So I don't know if it's more so habit that I've built into the afternoon and evening, or if it's just different priorities when different people are around, but I think honestly I need to switch that so that way I'm getting my work done in different parts of the day so that way I can actually spend more time with family and do things like that. But we'll see how it plays out in the coming weeks. And yeah, just November is going to be a pretty busy month, and I'm really looking forward to it, honestly. We've got, in the first week coming up, we got some important cadet stuff going on. We were going to have a parade in the first week, and then this upcoming weekend we've got a Remembrance Day ceremony that I'm doing with a part of a crew for a select group. Then we're doing setup in the actual main Remembrance Day ceremony for our city. Really looking forward to that one as well, and we've got some prep to do before that as well. And then I think following that weekend, we've got a heart ceremony, which is a joint Remembrance Day ceremony between the US and Canada, which is going to be hosted down in Lethbridge. I'm really looking forward to being a part of that one for the first time and seeing a lot of old friends on that weekend. Should be a lot of fun. And then, yeah, upcoming weeks after that, we've got a sports competition for cadets the following weekend. And yeah, it's going to be a busy, busy month, but honestly, I'm really, really looking forward to it. This is my last year in the program, and I'm truly making the most out of it from what I can tell. And I just got to make sure I keep performing at a good level, making sure I keep everything going consistently, and honestly keep showing up the way that I know I can and keep performing at a high level. It's days like this at home that I really start to think about different things like that, and my mind just needs to focus in on certain things throughout the day. It's way too easy to start thinking about the past or get worried about different things when honestly, the goals are all you really need to focus on. Like, focus on your goals, have that work, get it done for the day, and then you can have fun on the side. It needs to be that way, not the other way around. So, yeah, I think that's the main priority I need to focus on in the next week, is just setting myself up for success, especially because it's going to be such a busy month, making sure that I can just get everything prioritized accordingly, have everything prepped in advance. That was a big thing for the weekend, actually, is the way I packed stuff was really, really efficient, and it streamlined stuff so much more. Really happy with that, so I need to make sure I start applying that a lot more in day-to-day action. Just keep improving overall. And then I think biggest tasks for November is setting up a proper routine, or not routine, but more so systems behind how I structure and do my content, so that way it can actually in some ways go more viral, but honestly just have better reach, engagement, everything overall, and start seeing better growth on the account. Which I do want to point out the fact that this past month alone on Instagram, I've gone from, on average, call it about 20,000 views per month. I'm now above 70,000 views in this past month alone. So it's been really, really good seeing the views jump up that much. And I think the consistency will just make sure that it keeps climbing like that. So honestly, just got to keep going with it, keep rolling with it, and keep seeing the goals be achieved. Yeah. So biggest thing, as always, pick a goal, figure out what you need to do to achieve it, and stay consistent on the bloody task. Don't give up early. Stop listening to the nice little voice in your head telling you to quit because it's easy, because it is just as easy to do the task, get it out of the way for the day, and be done with it and achieve your goal that much sooner. All right, I'm going to sign off for the night. As always, drop a subscribe if you guys haven't already and want to follow along with the journey. Comment down below what you guys want to see in future videos. Like and share to someone who needs to see this. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.